All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Fantastic. A very good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Um, a very, a very good morning. Good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. I greet you all. My name is Chris from Uganda. One of the leaders that you are working with. Today, we are going to unveil the secret of making money using an artificial intelligence or a robot called RoyoQ. Since today is a Monday, and Monday we always have what we call signals and presets. So it is the day where we learn how to set our signals within our RoyoQ application. So let's invite more. We are still very few in number. I am expecting a lot of people on this call today before I unveil the strategy. I don't know, Leader Julius, if you are here, I don't know which name should we give this strategy. Should we call it the game changer? Should we call it the game changer? I don't know. What name should we give to this strategy? Because I feel that this is the best strategy for each and everyone to use when it comes to minimizing, when it comes to controlling floating loss, when it comes to controlling floating loss, when it comes to minimizing floating loss, when it comes to avoiding floating loss. This is the best strategy to use. I don't know. Which name can we give to this strategy? Leader Julius, if you are around, which name can we give to this strategy? I'm suggesting names. What came into my mind is the game changer strategy. That's what it came. That's what came into my mind. The game changer strategy. So I don't know. What name do you suggest? Let's name it Savior. What name should we give the strategy? What came to my mind was the game changer strategy. That is what has come into my mind. But I don't know if someone has a name, a very attractive name, that someone, when someone listens to it, this is going to force them to join the business. I don't know. What name should we use? Someone is saying the game changer. It rocks. Someone is saying it locks. It rocks the strategy. It rocks. Someone is saying, let's rock the world strategy. Someone is saying, let's rock the world strategy. Let's rock the world strategy. No, I need a name. I need a name that someone is saying sniper strategy, the miracle strategy, money strategy, avoid floating strategy, Crypto ambassadors float strategy. Poverty killer. The blockbuster strategy. The blockbuster strategy. So someone is saying the blockbuster strategy. The blockbusters. Why don't we take the game changer? Bye no, bye floating loss. No. Bye floating loss. Someone is saying poverty killer. Avoid money make strategy, miracle strategy, pure antidote. The pure antidote. Money tree. FL demolisher. Hey, money key strategy. Money key strategy. The money key strategy. Wonkala. Bye poverty. Bye poverty, we have used it. Why can't we use the game changer strategy? Let's use the game changer strategy. I feel that it is the best strategy for us to use. It is the best name like for us to use. The game changer. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. So key to success. I think I should have floating loss in the name. No. So the game changer strategy, that's what we are going to talk about today. And basically, when you look at this strategy, one, it is helping you to avoid floating loss. Two, it helps you to minimize floating loss. And if to mention, it can also help you fight floating loss. Now, before we go to that, let me share my screen straight away and I explain to you something very small about what we are going to talk about before we do anything. All right. Okay. So why are we floating? That is the question. Why are we floating? Because we are also trading. We are all in the market, and we have witnessed that there is a downfall in the market. There's a downfall in the what? In the market. I am also trading, but I'm floating. I'm trading, but I'm what? But I'm floating. So the strategy that I'm going to give you, the game changer strategy, I told you, one, it is going to help you avoid floating loss or minimize floating loss. Three, it can also help you to avoid floating loss. But you should understand the reason as to why you are floating. Why am I in this floating loss right now? Why am I in this floating loss right now? This is the average price. This is the average what? The average price at which the robot bought this coin. At which the robot bought that coin. Now, if you look at the current price right now in the market, the current price right now in the market, the robot bought at 0.3922. That is the average price at which the robot bought this coin. But if you look at the current price of this coin right now in the market, if you look at the current price right now in the market, the current price of this coin right now in the market is 0.3498. I am floating because the average price at which the robot bought the coin, it is higher than the current price in the market. It is higher than the current price in the market. I am floating because the current price is lower than the average price at which the robot bought the coin. At which the robot bought the coin. I repeat the statement. Why are you floating? Why are you floating? I am floating. This is the average transaction price at which the robot bought this coin. At which the robot did what? At which the robot bought the coin. Now, if this is the average price at which the robot bought the coin, look at the current price. This is the current price here of that coin right now in the market. Right now in the market, this is the current price of the coin. But the robot, when it was buying, that was the price at which the robot bought this coin. Now, if you look at the price at which the robot bought this coin, the price is higher than the current price in the market. The price is higher than the current price in the market. Automatically, this takes me into what we call floating loss. Automatically, it takes me to what we call floating loss. And why am I floating? I am floating simply because the average price at which the robot bought this coin, it is higher than the current price in the market. It is higher than the current price in the market. Now, if the current price of this coin comes closer to the average price, then I'll come out from the floating loss. Now, do you identify that whenever this price goes high, whenever the current price comes closer to the average price, whenever the current price comes closer to the average price, my floating loss is reducing. Who is seeing that? That whenever the current price, this current price of the coin, comes closer to the average price, my coin is reducing the floating loss. Who is seeing that? If you are seeing that, type 1 in the chat. Whenever the current price comes closer to the average price at which the robot bought this coin, the floating loss is reducing. Who is seeing that? I want to see people who are conversant, who are very good at using their eyes. Do you see that whenever the current price comes closer to the average price at which the robot bought this coin, my floating loss is reducing? Who is seeing that? Let me see those ones who have seen it. They give me a 1 in the chat. Someone is saying all of us. All of us, not everyone is seeing it, my friend. My friend, don't say all of us. Some people here, as if they have one eye. They are not seeing. Not everyone is seeing it. Only you. Yeah, don't say all of us, because you may speak for people who are not even seeing it. Someone is saying, I thought your average price is where your take profit is. Have you seen? I'm explaining something coming close to what I want to teach today, but someone is saying something. Someone is saying something. I'm explaining something, others are saying something. Why are we floating? It is what I am explaining. Why are we floating? Before I go to the strategy, look at the average price. This is the average price at which the robot bought this coin. The coin is called CTK. CTK. That is the coin that the robot is trading for me. I am floating simply because the current price is lower than the average price at which the robot bought this coin. I'm floating simply because this is the current price here. That is the current price. The current price is 0.3495. It is the current price right now of this coin CTK in the market. But by the time the robot bought this coin, it bought at a price of 0.3922. 922. So I am floating simply because the average price at which the robot bought this coin, it is higher than the current price in the market. It is higher than the current price in the market. Now, here comes the question. Do you see that whenever this current price of the coin, whenever the current price of the coin comes close to the average price at which the robot bought this coin, my floating loss is reducing. Do you see that whenever this price, the current price, comes closer to the average price at which the robot bought this coin, my floating loss is reducing? Who is seeing it? If you are seeing it, type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you have seen it. If you have seen it, type a 1 in the chat. Now, the strategy that we are going to teach today, one, it is going to help you move the prices closer so that you can come out from the floating loss as soon as possible. It will help you avoid the floating loss. So when you are trading, you don't trade anyhow. Trade with a goal. Trade with what? Trade with a goal. So one of the goals of a trader, it is to win a trade. It is to win a trade. Not focusing on so much profit like you do. Our goal as traders, it is to win a trade. Are you getting the point? The goal of a trader, it is to win a trade whenever you are trading. It is to win what? It is to win a trade. That is the goal of a trader. Winning a trade. So this is the strategy. Open your royal queue. Open your royal queue. Open your royal queue. Pay much attention. Open your royal queue. Come here on mine. Click on mine. So when you click on mine, come here on my strategy setting. Click on my strategy setting. So when you click on my strategy setting, if you don't have any strategy here, you will find the word add it now. You will find the word add it now. So if you have strategies saved, in your royal queue, like me, you will have them here. So come and you click on the plus sign. Click on the plus sign. Pay much attention. We have three types of traders. We have those ones who are fearful. We have those who are fearful. You fear the market. Then we have those ones who are in the middle. They are not fearful. At the same time, they are confident. You get it? In the middle. Then we have those ones who are not fearful at all, who don't fear taking risks in the market. So the robot has three risky types. Here. We have steady mode. We have the risky type called steady. Steady people are those ones who are confident. At the same time, they are fearful. So steady mode combines the two. We have those ones who are confident. At the same time, they are fearful. That is steady. Then we have those ones who are conservative. A person who is conservative is a person who is fearful in the market. Who is fearful in the market is very conservative. Then we have this. We have the radicals. The radicals. Radical is a person who is not fearful. Their risk appetite is very high. The risk appetite of these people, it is very high. I don't know what is your attitude towards trading, but when I'm giving you this strategy, now it is going to be upon you to determine which risky mode are you going to be trading in, depending on what I am going to teach you today. Which risky mode are you going to be trading in? We have three types of traders or risky takers in this market. We have those ones who are fearful. At the same time, they are confident. That is the steady risky type, which is steady. And then we have those ones who are fearful, conservative. So you know where you belong. Then we have those ones that are not fearful. Their risk appetite is very high. Those are the ones that we call radical. They are the ones that we call radical. So choose the risky mode, the risky type that you are going to be trading in, depending on yourself. Choose the risky type that you are going to be trading in, depending on yourself. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. If you have understood that, type a 2 in the chat. Want to see. If you have understood the risky type, I'm not saying that steady is the best. I'm not saying that radical is the best. I'm not saying that conservative is the best. I'm saying choose the risk type depending on you, your attitude towards trading. Someone is saying more explanation about that. Which explanation do you want? Which more explanation do you want apart from what I have just discussed with you right now? Tell me. Which more explanation do you want? I have said choose the risky type. Choose the risky type that you want to be trading in, depending on your emotions towards trading. Some people, you are so emotional. You over cry in the market. You are cry babies. You are cry babies. So you over cry in the market. I said choose the risky type. We are here. We are there. I have said there are three types of people. There are three types of traders in the market. We have those ones who are fearful. They fear. We have those ones who are not fearful. Someone who does not fear, doesn't have emotions attached in the market. Then we have those ones who are not fearful, at the same time, they are fearful. Confident and fearful. So all of this is explained under these three strategy mode or risky types. A person who is steady is a person who is confident, at the same time is fearful. Combine is the two. A person who is conservative is a person who is fearful. You fear. You have emotions. You have emotions attached on the market. Then we have those ones who are radical. Radical means that the person is not fearful. The person is not fearful of the market. So depending on the strategy that I'm giving you today, choose the risky type that you want to trade in, depending on your emotions in the market. How do you feel in the market? That's what we are talking about. How do you feel in the market? It is what we are talking about. Choose your risky type in the market depending on your emotions. You have got to the point, type a 2 in the chat. Type a 2 in the chat. You know, some people overthink. They overthink. They overthink. You overthink and then you think things which are even impossible. Overthinking. It is you. You know how you are emotionally attached to the market. If you are fearful, go for conservative. If you are not fearful, go for radical. If you are both fearful and confident in the market, go for steady. As simple as eating rice, as simple as eating immediate flour. You don't chew, you just swallow. As simple as that. As simple as that. Now, we proceed. We proceed. Here, you have chosen your risky type. You have chosen your risky type depending on how you are emotionally attached to the market. Are we together? Let's say, to me, I will use steady. To me, I will use what? Steady. Now, when I go to steady, when you are using this strategy, what changes? You are going to switch off. Switch off the AI margin call. Switch off the AI margin call. Change the whole position take profit ratio. Change it to 3.01. 3.01. Leave the margin calls to be 7. Leave the margin calls to be 7. Leave the margin calls to be 7. Come here on whole position, take a profit call back 0.01. Put it on 0.01. Then come to buy in callback. Buy in callback here. Put it to 0.01. Come here to sub position, take a profit callback. Also put it to 0.01. Are you seeing the changes in this strategy? Then come here to strategy period. Strategy period. I have told you this strategy, it is going to help you minimize floating loss or to avoid floating loss. After that, come here on remark. Remark means that you want to name the strategy to differentiate it from other strategies that you have. We have given it a name. The strategy is called game changer. The game changer strategy. It is called the game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. It is the name. You give it a name here. Now, when you come to margin configuration here, leave it as it is. Don't change anything here. And here, don't change anything. Leave it as it is. Don't change anything on margin call drop, and don't change anything on multiple buy in ratio. On multiple buy in ratio, don't change anything, and on margin call drop, also don't change anything. Now, I want to show you something. When you put your robot in steady mode, and you come and you click on margin configuration, do you realize that when you come on margin call drop, these are the percentages that are given to you. These are the percentages that are given to you. These are the drops that are given to you. We are having, let's go to calculator, and we calculate the drop percentage. We are having 3.5 plus 4% plus 4. Then we are having plus 4.5 plus 4.5. That is 12%. Then plus 5.2 plus 5.2. That is 17.2%. Then plus 8%, plus 8, then plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 12, plus 10, plus 10, then plus 12. Do you realize that with this color drop, with this margin color drop, even when a coin drops by 47%, you are still in business. Have you realized it? That even when the coin drops by 47%, you are still in business under the steady mode. Under the steady what? Under the steady mode. Under the steady under the steady mode. So when you come and you put your robot in conservative, conservative means you are fearful in the market. So when you are fearful in the market, when you come here and you click on this margin configuration, do you realize that when you click on margin configuration, you are given different margin color drops? You are given different margin color drops? Are you saying that you are given different margin color drops? This is now a person who is fearful in the market. You are fearful in the market. So let's calculate these percentages. Let's calculate these percentages. We have 4. This is now under conservative. Instead, we have got 47%. Instead, then when we go under conservative, we are given other color drops. Under conservative, we are given other color drops. Now, let us calculate the drop percentage under conservative. We are given 4. That is 4 plus 5, that is 9. Then plus 5.5 plus 5.5, that is 14. Then plus 6 plus 6, then plus 10. We are calculating it from here. Plus 10 plus 15 plus 18 plus 10 plus 10 plus 15 plus 18. Do you see that a person who is fearful in the market, if you are fearful, do you see that you are given a color drop which is high? You are given a color drop which is high. If you go under conservative, I have told you, you are going to use this strategy depending on your emotions that you have on the market. Depending on your emotions that you have in the market. If you know that you are fearful, you fear in the market, you have fear, you go under conservative. Because under conservative, you are given a big drop, meaning that even when the coin drops by 63%, you are still in the market. You are still in the market. Are we together? Are we together? You are still in the market. That is now conservative. That is conservative. Let's go to radical. Radical, a person who is not fearful. Radical. Let's go to radical. When you choose radical here, when it is your risk type and you go to margin configuration here, when you go to margin configuration, are you seeing that you are given smaller percentages? Are you seeing that you are given smaller percentages under margin color drop? Under margin color drop, you are given smaller percentages under radical, because radical is a person who is not fearful. You don't fear. You get it? At the beginning, when I was starting this training, I told you we have 3 categories of people in the market. We have 3 categories of traders in the market. We have those ones who are fearful. We have those ones who are confident, at the same time they are fearful. Then we have those ones who are not fearful at all. Royal Q categorized these 3 people, categorized the 3 people in 3 risk types. Categorized them in 3 risk types. We have radical, we have conservative, then we have steady. So when you go to radical, let's calculate. Let's now calculate for radical, and we see. We have 3.5 plus 3.5 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 4, plus 4, then plus 4 again, plus 4 again, plus 4 again. Then plus 5 plus 6. plus 5 plus 5 plus 6. Do you see that a person who is radical, you are given only 30% drop, 30% drop, 30% drop. A person who is steady, you are both fearful and not fearful. You are given 47%. That means when a coin drops by 47%, you are still in the market. Then that one who is conservative, who is fearful, you are given 63%. Meaning that even when a coin drops by 63%, even when a coin drops by 53%, you are still in the market. You can still survive in the market. Then we are having radical. Radical, you are given 30%. At the beginning of my training, I told you, choose the risky type. Choose the risky type that you want to be trading in, depending. Are we together? Depending on your emotions. How are you emotionally attached on the market? How are you emotionally attached on the market? Choose the risky type. If you have understood what I have taught, type a 3 in the chat. If you have understood what I have taught, type a 3 in the chat. You know, some people, what is limiting you from learning these things? You overthink. Overthinking. You overthink even something simple that you are being taught. You want to everything to make them difficult for you to understand. Hey, if conservative is good for you, then that is okay. If radical is good for you, then that is okay. Radical is killing people for sure. This is the strategy that I'm giving you. Someone is saying that radical is killing people for sure. Choose your risky type. Choose your risky type. When you are using this strategy that I'm giving you, choose your risky type depending on how you are emotionally attached on the market. Kayemba Alex is saying is it possible to change the risk type when the coin is still running? I'm talking about this strategy that I'm giving you today. I'm talking about this strategy that I'm giving you today. I have not explained it well. I want to imagine radical gets you out of the market quickly. What is your risk type, my friend? Samuel, what do you want me to explain apart from what I've told you? Choose your risk type. What do you recommend? I don't recommend any. I don't recommend any because I don't know your risk type. I don't know your risk type. Are you conservative? Are you fearful? Or you are not fearful? Our risk appetite is not the same. That's why I told you, choose your risk type depending on how you are emotionally attached in the market. May I have explained it to you? Someone is telling you, pick your risk type in respect to your own emotions. That is it. Choose your risk type depending on your emotions in the market. You want me to choose for you? Someone is saying, I'm on steady. Sivao. Yes, if steady is good for you, go for that. Every shoes has its own size. For sure. Let me even continue with the strategy. For you, you have brought out what I am teaching. Some people want to, what is the best? What is the best for me? Me, do I know your risk type? Do I know how you are emotionally attached to the market? Some people go into floating loss and you start crying. You know what? You know, I need water. Please, I have a lot of heat. Now, please bring for me some water. What and what? You get it. I don't know your risk type. If you know you are such kind of a person who is fearful in the market, go for conservative. Go for conservative if you are fearful. Because conservative gives you a big drop. It gives you a big drop of 63%. So meaning that this coin, that the coins that you are trading, even when they drop up to 63%, you are still in the market. You can still survive in the market. You get it? If you know that you are not fearful, you don't fear in the market, you can go for radical. You can go for radical. Radical is giving you 30% drop. 30% drop. So meaning that even when the coin drops by 30%, you are still in the market. You can still survive because you are under radical. I don't know if some people are getting the point. And me, I've told you people complicate things. People complicate things. They want to complicate each and everything for themselves in order for them not to understand what I'm talking about. How about us without emotions? Steady. If you don't have emotions, go for radical. Radical is giving you a smaller color drop. It is giving you a smaller color drop. It's giving you a smaller color drop. Go for that. We go on the strategy. The first buy in amount. First buy in amount, it means the initial amount of money you are commanding your robot to go with in the market. That is the first buy in amount. First buy in amount, it means the initial amount of money you are commanding your robot to go with in the market. Now, using this strategy, the game changer strategy, the first buy in amount has to either be 5 or 10. It has to either be 5 or 10 depending on your trading capital. It has to either be 5 or 10 depending on your trading capital. I am repeating the statement. When it comes to first buy in amount, it has to either be 5 or 10 depending on your trading capital. AI margin call is supposed to be off. It is supposed to be off. The AI margin call. The margin calls here, they are supposed to be 7. You come here, you change the first the take profit ratio to 3.01. Then come here, buy in callback, you put 0.01. You come here to sub position take a profit callback, change it to 0.01 also. Then come here on strategy period, you put the coin in one shot. You put the coin in one shot. Why are we putting the coin in one shot? We want when the robot buys the coin and the market rises, we want the robot to sell the coin, and then it gives us our profit and the capital invested in that coin, so that we can go and choose for ourselves another coin which is performing well in the market for us to set. That's why we are trading under one shot. Risk type, choose for yourself. Which one do you want? Do you want radical? Do you want conservative? Do you want steady? May I have explained? Here you put 10 or 5. Let's now put 5. Let's put 5. When you put 5 and you come here, that means when the robot is buying the coin that you have commanded it to buy, for the first time when the robot is buying, it is going to put in $5. It will put in five what? It will put in $5. The goal of a trader, it is to win a trade, not focusing on so much profits like you people do. You focus on too much profit, and then you want to invest all your money as your first buying amount. You end up being stuck in the market without margin call. So start with 5 or 10 as your first buying amount, meaning that for the first time when the robot is going in the market, it is going to put in $5. When you come under margin configuration here, you come on the multiple buying ratio. Multiple means multiplication, but the robot is multiplying as it is buying whenever the market is going down. We have what we call margin call limit. Margin call limit. Margin call limit, it means the number of times the market is going to drop. The number of times the market is going to drop. That's what it means by margin call drop. And we have given it 7 times. We have given it 7 times. We are telling the robot that in case the market drops 7 times, 7 times, it is the number of times the market is going to drop. Now, when we come here on margin configuration, we have multiple buying ratio. Multiple, it means multiplication. The robot multiplies the number you have put here. It multiplies the number you have put here times the first buying amount. Times the first buying amount. So here, when you come here, you are telling the robot that when the market drops by 3.5, when it drops by 3.5, I want you to buy 2 times. I want you to buy 2 times, which is 2 times 5. And the robot is going to put in $10. It will put in $10. So the robot, whenever it is buying, it is doubling the money. It is doubling the money, which is helping you to bring the current price close to the average price so that the coin can come out from the floating loss as soon as possible. As soon as what? As soon as possible. We are on the game changer strategy. We are on the game changer strategy. The reason as to why people have been floating, it is because whenever the robot has been adding in money, it has been adding in small money. But when the robot doubles the money, when it doubles the money, it means it is buying more. Therefore, the current price is coming close to the average price for this coin to come out from the floating loss. If you have understood it, type a 4 in the chat. Type a 4 in the chat. We are on the game changer strategy. Type a 4 in the chat. If you have understood the strategy, type a 4 in the chat. Type a 4 in the chat if you have understood the strategy, or if you are understanding something about the strategy. Type a 4. Whenever the robot is buying, it is doubling the money that it is putting in the market, meaning that it is buying more of that coin. Therefore, the current price is coming closer to the average price for this coin to come out from the floating loss as soon as possible. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy. This is very fantastic. Someone is saying 4 times 2. Where is 4 times 2, my brother? Where is 4 times 2? Where is 4 times 2? I said this is multiple buy in ratio. The robot is multiplying as it is buying. What is it multiplying? It multiplies the figure you have put here, the figure you have put here, times the first buy in amount. Times the first buy in amount. If your first buy in amount is 5, and when you come on margin configuration, here on multiple buy in ratio, the time is 2. It means that when the market drops down by 3.5, the first call, this is the first time the market will drop. The market down by 3.5. You are telling the robot to buy 2 times. To buy two times, which is 2 times 5. Where is this 5 coming from? 5 is our first buying amount. It is our initial first buying amount. It is our initial first buying amount. Now, you who is saying 2 times 4, where are you getting it? Where are you getting it? So, on the second call here, you are telling the robot that when the market drops by 4%, I want you to buy 4 times, which is going to be 4 times 5. The robot is going to put in another $20. $20. So, when the robot is buying, whenever the robot is buying, it is doubling the money. It is doubling the what? The money. It is putting in much more money than that one it put in the market at first. Therefore, it is buying more and it is helping the robot for the current price to come closer to the average price for this coin to come out from the floating loss. Hey, this is a game changer strategy. It is a game changer strategy. It is a game changer what? Strategy. And whoever is going to be trading using this strategy, you will come and give me the results. You will come and you testify. Hey, you will come and you testify. Are we together? So here it is 2 times 5, which is $10. Then here it is 4 times 5, which is 20. I need you to calculate for me. Calculate for me. If you are there and you are following, calculate for me. This is 2 times 5. Then this is 4 times 5. Then this is 8 times 5. 8 times 5. And then this is 16 times 5. 16 times 5. Now, these are the first 4. First 4 margin calls. The first 4 margin calls. This is $10. This is 20. That is 20. 8 times 5. 8 times 5 and 16 times 5. 8 times 5. 8 times 5. This is 8. 8 times 5. That is 40. Then 16 times 5. 16 times 5. That is 80. So that is 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 80. How much do you get? 10 plus, it is 10 plus 20 plus 40 plus 80. That is 150 plus 5, $155. For the first 4 margin calls, for the first 4 margin calls, you get it. So if we continue here, if we continue down to these 3 remaining, that is 32 times 5, and here this is 64 times 5, and this is 128 times 5. Let's calculate the capital that you need to trade one coin using that strategy. This is 32 times 5, 160, and again 160. This is 64. 64 times 5, 320. 320. 320. That is 320. 320. 128 times 5, 600. So this is much capital. You need this strategy, much capital. But the focus should be on the first four. Should be on the first four margin calls. On the first four margin calls. This one you can adjust the number depending on your capital. Let's say you have $200. Your capital is $200. The first four margin calls have taken around 150. They have taken around 150, right? And you have remained with the $50. You have remained with the $50 on your Binance. And here you can adjust. Here you can put a 2. You can put a 2, or you can put a 4 here. You can adjust and put a 4, because 4 times 2, it is giving you 4 times 5, it is giving you 20. And here you can also put a 4, which is 4 times 5, also 20. Now on your $50, you are now remaining with $10. You are remaining with $10. And here you can decide to put a 1 or a 2. You can put a 1 or a 2. 2 times 5, it is giving you 10. That's when you are having $200. You get it? That's when you are having $200. Are you getting the point? Let me see those ones who are understanding. Let me see those ones who are understanding. If you have understood, type a 5 in the chat. Type a 5 in the chat. Type a 5 in the chat. So the strategy, it is calculated depending on your capital, but it should be $200 and above. 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 According to what I've calculated, it should be $200 and above. Those ones who are going to use this strategy, I am 100% sure that when you use this strategy, results are going to be very fantastic. Results are going to be very fantastic when you are using this strategy. Decide the risk type that you want to be trading in. Either you are going for radical, or you are going for steady, or you are going for conservative. When you go for conservative, you are given a big percentage drop to help you survive in the market. If you go for radical, you are given a smaller drop, because for you are kaguje or kaguje. Those ones who go for steady, you are fearful and you are not fearful. You are just there in the middle. You are just there in the middle. You go for steady. You are also given a smaller drop percentage that help you survive in the market. Are we together? So I have calculated for you. If your first buy-in amount is $5, if your first buy-in amount is $5, you are having $200 as your trading capital. You are having $200 as your trading capital. $200 as your trading capital. Come on, margin configuration. What is the calculation? If your first buy-in amount is 5 and your multiple buy-in ratio is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128, the focus should be put on the first 4 margin calls. The focus should be put on the first 4 margin calls, meaning that here it is going to be 2 times 5, which is $10. Then here 4 times 5, which is 20. That is now $30. Then here it is going to be 8 times 5, which is $40. That is around 70. 70 what? $70. Here it is going to be 16 times 5, which is giving you 80. It is giving you $80. That is around $150. Plus the first buy-in amount plus the first buy-in amount of $5 plus the first buy-in amount of $5, making a total of $155. So if you are trading using $200, meaning that it is going to be 200 minus $155. We are going to remain with $45. We are going to remain with $45. We shall remain with $45. The $45, distribute them in the remaining 3. The $45, distribute them in the remaining 3 margin calls. Here you can say, on this call, let me use 4. Let me use 4. Because 4 times 5, you are getting 20. And you can decide also here to use 4 on multiple, to use 4. To use 4, which is 4 times 5, it gives you 20 also. That is a total of 40. Here on the remaining call here, you can decide to use 1. You can decide to use 1. You can decide to use 1, which is 1 times 5. It is 1 times 5. If it is 1 times 5, 1 times 5, it gives you 5. Here you have used 20 and here 20, which is giving you 40. 40 plus 5, then that is 45. That is 45. Are you getting the point? That is 45 on the multiple buy-in ratio. On the multiple buy-in ratio, that is 45. The first 4 margin calls have taken $150 plus the $5, which was your first buy-in amount, making a total of 155. So if you are trading using $200, if you are trading using $200, it means that it is going to be 200 minus 155. 155. So the remaining balance is going to be $45. $45 are supposed to be distributed in the remaining 3 margin calls. We shall leave these percentages as they are, but what we shall change the multiple buy-in ratio in order to get a number which is fitting in the $45. So here we shall put 4 there. Let me even change the color because some people are very funny. Let me change the color. So these percentages you leave them as they are. Here, you leave them as they are. What you will change? You will change the multiple by in ratio. You will change the multiple. You will change the multiple by in ratio. Now here, we shall put a 4 here, and put a 4 here, and here we shall put 1. We shall put 1. Because if it is 4 times 5, it gives you $20. And here the same, 4 times 5, it gives you $20. That is 40. Then 1 times 5, it gives you $5, making a total of $45. Are we together? I repeat the statement. You are trading using $200 using this strategy. The first 4, these first 4 margin calls take almost 155. They take $155. So meaning that what is the remaining balance? The remaining balance, it is $200 minus 200 is your trading capital minus $155 for the first 4 margin calls. So we shall remain with the total, we shall remain with the $45. $45, it is the dollars that we are going to distribute in the remaining 3 margin calls. The 50th call, the 60th call, and the 70th call. So on call drop here, we shall not change anything. What we shall change, it will be the multiple by in ratio. So here we shall use 4 and 4 here and 1 here, which means 4 times 5, we get $20. Again, 4 times 5, that is 20. Then here 1, we shall use a 1. 1 times 5, it gives us 5, which is our first buy in amount, making a total of $45. So the strategy is for people using $200 and above. Yeah, $200 and above. We are learning. If you have understood, type a 6 in the chat. Type a 6 in the chat if you have understood. By the way, go and use this strategy. You are going to testify. Hey, we don't come out to teach something that we have not tried and we have not seen the results. Use this strategy. Go and try it out. Whichever strategy that we have given you, we have tried the strategies and we know that the strategies are working. So I've given you the strategy. The strategy. Save it. For those ones who are using $200, you can even save the strategy. Save the strategy. Save the strategy. These are the first 4. Leave them as they are. You are using $200. Come here and put a 4. Put a 4 there. Then here put a 4. And here put a 1. Put a 1 there. Are we together? Put 1 there. Save. Save your strategy. This one I've told you. What changes? Change this, change this, change this, change that. Put it under one shot. First buy in amount is 5. Choose your risk type. Choose your risk. Choose your risk type. Either radical, conservative, or steady. Then after, save the strategy. Save the strategy. $200. It is done. This is the strategy. Me, I have saved mine. That is the strategy. It is the strategy. Now, if you have saved the strategy, like how I have saved it, you are given a signal. You are given a signal. I don't know if people are here in the training, but if you don't attend the training, you will keep on complaining. You are the people we are going to find on TikTok complaining. The robot is not working. The robot is not working. Are you sure the robot is not working? or you are the one who is not attending the training. Now, if you are given a signal like this one, if you are given a signal like that one, you don't need much from this signal. This is not needed. All of this is not needed, and this is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed, and this is not needed. Plus this, it is not needed. When you are given a signal and you have already saved your strategy within your RoyalQ account, within your RoyalQ application, whenever you are given a signal, all of these things that where I've put a star, they are not needed. They are not needed. They are not needed. What you need from the signal, it is the name of the coin. And in this case, the name of the coin we are given to trade, it is called BICO. BICO, stroke USDT. You get it. It is the name given to us to trade. So come in your RoyalQ, open your RoyalQ application, come and you click on, you come and you click here, you search for the coin, come and you click here, you search for the coin, then you come and you click on all. Click on all, click on all. After clicking on all, click on search. Click on search. Enter the name of the coin. The coin is called BICO. That is it. If you type it in, RoyalQ is going to bring the name for you. RoyalQ will bring the coin for you. Click anywhere on this coin. You click anywhere that you feel. Then come here and you click on I understand. You click on I understand. You click on create. You click on create. Then you come and you click on create again. You come and you click on create again. Then come to trade setting. Come to trade setting here and you click on manual create. Click on manual create. So when you click on manual create, come and you click here, choose a strategy. Choose a strategy setting. Click there. Now, when you click on choose a strategy setting, they are going to bring for you a list of strategies that you saved in your RoyalQ. They are going to bring a list of strategies that you saved in your RoyalQ account. Choose the strategy. I have given the name to the strategy to differentiate it from others. This is the name. It is called the Game Changer Strategy. Click anywhere on this strategy. Click anywhere on this strategy. Tap. Are we together? Are we together? So when you click anywhere on this strategy, we are seeing that the settings, the settings have entered this coin. The settings have entered this coin. Isn't this our settings that we saved? Isn't this our settings that we saved? Yes. Come, strategy mode. This one here, strategy mode. Put it under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Here you will find warehouse. You will find warehouse. But make sure you put it under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Put it under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Come and you change the first buy in amount. You put it on 5. Put it on 5. Then save. 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 So you can use this even when you have used the marker D indicator. You click on save. So after clicking on save, come and you click on activate. And you click on create. You click on create. That is it. Done and dusted. You don't waste a lot of time. The time you need it is to set the strategy. Save the strategy within your phone. You get it? Whenever you are given a signal, the strategy is already there saved. So they are telling you, enter at current price. Enter at current price. Buy at current price. When they say buy at current price, they are meaning that on the preset thing. Preset what? Don't put anything. When they tell you enter at current price, here don't put anything. On preset here, don't put anything. Because they're telling you buy at current price. Immediately after setting, and you click on activate. Activate, then you click on create. The robot will buy at current price. The robot will buy at current price because here the signal tells you buy at the current price. So you just need to put in the settings, you click on activate, and you create. Then the robot will buy at the current price. Are we together? The robot will buy at current price. When the signal is given and they are telling you preset, When they tell you preset, first enter the preset price here. Click here, click there, put in the preset price here, and you click on confirm. After clicking on confirm, then you come and you click on activate, and you click on create. The robot will buy at that preset price that you have put here. I believe I'm done with the training of today. You may not understand it now. AI margin call is off. AI margin call is off. Because the strategy has big percentages, big call drop percentages. Therefore, the AI has to be off. The AI has to be off. Hey, the AI has to be off. Someone is saying, thanks, Reader Dixon. I'm not Dixon. You mean you don't identify people? I'm not Dixon. I'm called Sembacha Chris. Hey, I'm called Sembacha Chris. I'm not Dixon. So someone is saying, repeat for me the preset. You are going to go to our YouTube channel. Hey, you are going to go to our YouTube channel. You are going to go to our YouTube channel and you learn from there. The training has been recorded. The session was recorded. It was recorded. So anyone who wants to revise, to go and you revise, visit our YouTube channel. You get it? Visit our YouTube channel. You learn from there. But I've made everything very clear for each and everyone. Use this strategy. I strongly recommend it. Hey, I strongly recommend it. The strategy. I have used it. I know. Are we together? Use it, you will testify. You will come and you give me testimonies. Or you will go to our WhatsApp groups, then you will testify. The game changer strategy. The game changer strategy that I've taught you today. So the training was recorded on our YouTube channel. It is called the Crypto Ambassadors. You go there. It has been live on our YouTube channel, the game changer strategy. You can go back in your free time, you revise slowly, so you'll get to understand. I will also keep on repeating the strategy. Those ones that don't understand English very well, we have a Luganda training where I'm going to be repeating this strategy in Luganda for people to understand. For people to understand. By those ones who understand English, I will also keep on coming Monday, always on Monday, repeating the strategy so that you can get it and then you use it. Someone is saying with this strategy, I can't refuse to buy the Impreza. Yeah, yes, welcome to the Subaru family. Hey, thank God I have managed to buy for myself a new car, a brand new car, all the way from Japan, using the same business that other people are complaining about. Same strategies that I'm using for trading, they are the ones that I'm teaching you. Are we together? They are the ones that I'm teaching you to use to trade for you to make money. So you can buy for yourself anything that you want from this business. Someone wants the Impreza. It's a nice car, by the way, very enjoyable. And we don't want old cars. If you are here under the crypto ambassadors, we don't want old cars. New cars. New cars, my friend. It is possible. You are trading and you are making money on a daily basis. Why do you worry? Are we together? So allow me to stop here. I want to buy a Harley Kawundo. Very, very, very possible. It is my next dream car that I want to buy. Hey, very soon you will see me driving a Kawundo. You wait and see. With this strategy, I want to buy an old car. You are going to be chased away from us. We don't drive old cars. That is the fact. We don't drive old cars. So if you are planning to buy old car, my friend, stop calling yourself an ambassador. Otherwise, allow me to stop here for today. That was, by the way, I was just joking. Yeah, I was just joking, but I want to tell you something about new cars. When you buy a new car, my friend, it is very enjoyable. Very, very, very enjoyable. All the cars have problems. You can buy and then you get tired of cars for your entire life. So have a new car for yourself. You have a new car for yourself. Then you will testify. Otherwise, allow me to stop here for today. You have been great listeners. Thank you for trusting us, and thank you for believing in Royal Q. See you at the top, because the bottom is congested. Let's go and use the strategy. It is it is minimizing floating loss. It is avoiding floating loss, because whenever the robot is buying, is doubling the money. And I said it is above $200, $200 and above. You can use the strategy. Very nice strategy, very good strategy. So choose your risk type, either radical, steady, or conservative when you are using this strategy that I've taught you.